the way that I walk. I keep a G in the way that I talk. They came to me when they needed the real. I came to me when I needed support. Same ones was happy, it looked like the end. They came to me when they needed a start. I never needed a reason to be anything other than what I've been from the start. You are now tuned in. You about to walk with Frozy. If I said it, then I meant it. You already know, you know me. Started from the bottom, always been a problem. Who gon' control me? It's nothing but real ones around me. It's Mr. Montgomery County.
Frozy, welcome back to the channel. Happy to see y'all. Hopefully y'all happy to see. Fuck all that. We getting right into it. I'm not gonna lie to you. A lot happened last night in battle rap. A whole lot. Yes, it was a monumental night. Now, I don't know if it was for the good or for the bad, but a lot happened last night. Frozy got his hands a little dirty. I was a little part of it last night, too. So, we'll get into that. Chrome 23, I Do What I Want, Easy Geechee, First Lady Flame C3, Froze Shayna Ash, A Ward, Charlie Clips. Now, I want to start here. Shout out to Remy. Nice venue in Camden. We was in the ghetto, y'all. I can't front. We was in the trenches. No pun intended. We was really down there. She smacked that in the middle. Right? Smacked that in the middle of the shits. Smacked that in the middle of these shits. But shout out to Camden, man. They had a lot of love for your boy. Shook so many fucking hands, took so many pictures. It was love down there. They right across the street from Philly. So they like our first cousins, and as far as from a geographic standpoint. But I don't know if there was any other place that could have held what we saw yesterday. So Camden ended up being the most fitting area for what the fuck happened yesterday. Now, what happened yesterday? Well, we'll start here. You know what? Let's get me and Shane out the way first. I'm going to draw this up. They saying I lost. Right? They saying I lost the battle. Now, I'm going to be honest before I get into the breakdown versus Froze versus Shayna. Walking off the stage, I was a little taken back by when I got online and seen the tweets and the polls and shit like that. I'm like, damn, I thought it was a little closer than that. Now, it was a victory for me personally, and I'll tell you why. I did broadcasting for 11 battles 2 weeks before that for Max Out. Had a fucking war with Mike P the week after that, and then a week later, I'm in there running the fuck around trying to stay afloat and not get put in a fucking bear hug by Shayna. She's a tough cookie. And make no mistakes about it. But to get through that battle for me personally, not choke on anything, knowing how busy I was the last 3 weeks, I was proud of myself. I can't lie, I was. Now, as far as the battle goes, I've seen a lot of people, I had some quotes. I seen a lot of people saying they didn't like my angles, the fat jokes, or I was making fat jokes with myself too. They didn't like the sexual bars, I guess. But in the building, it was hitting. Me and Shayna got more reaction than anybody in the building. I don't know if you guys watched the stream. Me and Shayna was rocking the house. My first round was one of the best rounds of the night. So was Shayna's. Right? So I also thought me and Shayna got more crowd reaction than anybody in that venue. Everybody you name. I thought we had the biggest crowd pops in the building, for sure. I go on my first round, I lose the coin toss. I was worried at that point because I knew, if you ever been to a Chrome event, I haven't. This was my first one. It was 60-40 girls in there, right? So I knew the ladies was going to scream, as they should, rightfully. Fuck that nigga up, Shayna. I'm with you. Go ahead, ladies, talk your shit. Poke your chest. Well, no, not literally, but you know what I mean. Poke your chest out. So I lost the coin toss. I'm like, fuck, I wanted to be able to answer her rounds. I thought I'd be better if I got to go after her. But I had to go first, set the night off. Boom, let's get it. First round, I'm cooking. Let's talk about how we got here. Nigga said you funky. I said, no, that is not clear. I met her at an RBE event. She smelled marvelous. That's when it got weird. And I could tell by your arm fat, your potato salad was top tier. Shook the room. I said, okay, this ready to go. Shayna goes, But actually, I am around with a crazy Friday scheme. Shook the building with this line. Don't you know, fucking 10 bars in, she's got a Friday haymaker. It even looked like she rebutted it. This fucking room start rocking. I'm like, oh shit. I thought this was going to be a hard round to beat. We 10 bars in. Shayna closing the gap already. Hats off to Shayna, man. She's a beautiful individual. She's a great battler. She got a great spirit. She's a great competitor. I had a lot of fun. I did. And if that performance can catapult her in any way, I'm not sure if it will or won't. I'm popping a little bit, so maybe it will. I'm happy for that. I'm happy for her. Shayna don't get the respect she deserves. It's always an undertone when you're talking about Shayna. Yeah, she fired, but she got up there against Frozenberg and did her motherfucking thing. Hats off to you, Shayna. Always been a fan before the battle. After the battle, still a fan. Shayna's been wanting to battle dudes, shotguns, your Avs, your Fonz, your Rosenbergs. So she was ready for that. And she had a great performance. I was proud of her. I was happy to be a part of the Chrome event. I was up there rocking the Yeezys with the Brian Dawkins jersey. I had a great time. It was competitive. It was fun, and I enjoy watching her wig like that. I did. And even though it might not have went in my favor exactly how I wanted it to go, I'm not a sore loser. I'm not a poor sport. And I understand that none of us are undefeated. It comes with the territory. That being said, personally, I gave me the first and third. To be totally honest with you, I get up there, Shayna body of the night. Well, I didn't see it that way. I had me 2-1, but the masses don't. Well, fuck it then. We're going to go with what y'all go with, I ain't going to lie to myself. I really got off that stage and felt like I had a 2-1 battle. Got online, the people disagreed. I can't fight with y'all. Y'all saw it y'all way. Y'all saw it that way. That's the way it went. So shout out to Shayna. Much love. I would love to do an intergender 2-on-2 with you if that was possible one day. Would love to be a partner. Think me and you would be dope. You dope as fuck. Congratulations to Shayna. Much love. Thank you, Remy. First Lady Flames versus C3 started off tonight. It was an okay battle. It wasn't bad. They both had their moments. I was mentally trying to get prepared for my battle, but I was watching it. And again, they was more having a friendly battle. To me, that was a 2-1 either way. Wasn't really too much to talk about for that battle. It was, just cool, solid back and forth. Two friends up there battling. And they had a good showing. And, they opened up the night. So that was a 2-1 either way. A-Ward Clips. I was let down. I was. Clips was scratching and clawing his way through the battle. He had his moments. More misses than hits. It just looked like Clips. When Clips ain't 100% locked in, it looked like one of those. He had some moments, a couple cool freestyles, a couple cool lines, and a couple cool Philly references. Y'all know how Clips do. If Clips ain't wigging, you know what. It was one of those. He ain't choked, but Clips came here and he getting his money. So, A-Ward, somewhat of a letdown performance compared to his Verb performance. He was godly versus Verb. They had Battle of the Year, probably in most people's eyes. Was unfortunate to see him come battle a week after that. And, I just kind of feel like he killed his momentum a little bit. It's such a big performance. Chill out a little bit, Ward. You say you don't pay the bills off the fucking battles. Well, then why are we taking them all? Well, if you don't pay bills off the shit, can we relax a little? You're A-Ward. Especially when you get in battles versus people like Clips. That's a highly viewed battle. Just was upset to see him have that performance after his A-Verb performance, which was a mega performance by him. I gave that battle 2-1 to Clips. If you want to give it the 2-1 to A-Ward, I'm okay. The battle wasn't great. You see those two names, you think Fireworks, great freestylers, just going to be a good matchup. And, respectfully, it wasn't. It wasn't that. It wasn't that by no means. Clip said, I made Rosenberg become a podcaster. I'm over there in a broadcasting booth like, well, he didn't technically, but, I guess he can claim it because, it happened soon after. But shout out to those brothers, man. Every day at the office isn't a good one. Both of them are still great. That battle wasn't great, so it's okay. 2-1 either way. The battle did have some moments, so I don't want y'all to think that I'm saying the battle was trash, because it wasn't. Just the expectations from them two competitors, I guess it was just hard to reach that. But again, the battle did have some moments. It wasn't I don't know how high the replay value will be, but it was a solid battle. But it just didn't meet my expectations. But I'm only one person. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. I don't want to steer anybody away. If you thought it was a great battle, I'm not mad at that. That's why the sport is so beautiful. It's opinionated. You know what I mean? My opinion ain't yours, nigga. Right? But let's get to the meat and potatoes of the night. Right? Pause if y'all feeling freaky. Geechee Gotti versus Easy the Block Captain. Now, I'm not going to lie to y'all. This battle was ridiculous. There was a fucking shoving match, almost a fight going to the stage for the battle. Geechee had 40 niggas. Easy had 40,000. And it was just a tough atmosphere to get both these brothers to the stage. I hate that. I hate that part of big battles. With rappers with big entourages too. You know, and I've been there. I mean, I've swung through a battle with 10, 11, 12 people. That's probably the most for me. I'm always usually around 7 to 12. It's kind of the range for me. 12 being the most, 7 minimum. You ain't doing nothing to us, right? But when you got these big names trying to pull 40 dudes to the stage, never goes right. So it took an hour to get these brothers to the stage. Now, Easy gets to the stage. Geechee gets to the stage. Rem's trying to get the battle started. Mike's acting up a little bit. Tension is thicker than German guard dogs. Shout out to the beloved. Easy goes first. He loses the coin toss. He goes first. Good round by Easy. Best round of the battle for Easy. We want to start there. I thought that he had his moments. He had a lot of good lines. He started off the gate talking to Geechee. From the rip, he was talking to Geechee. Like right at him. And I'm like, okay, Easy in a good pocket for his first. Depending on what Geechee is going to have, I think he needs to land a bomb. Didn't land the bomb in the first, but the first was well-rounded all the way through. Geechee goes. Geechee is choppy the whole first. I'm not going to lie to you. He's talking to niggas and he's stopping, he's going, and it's just like, it was a real choppy first round. And even though he had moments in that round, I gave that round to Easy by an edge simply because he was cleaner. They both had pretty similar rounds. Neither one of the rounds were like crazy, but they were both solid rounds. Geechee was a lot more choppier than Easy. But after that, Easy didn't win another round. He goes into the second round and he has this angle. It's a long angle. I mean, he was there. He talked about this angle for majority of his round. And it was crafted okay, but you just need a little bit more concrete proof and presentation when you do what Easy was trying to do. And Geechee literally rebutted the angle and killed the whole round off of the rebuttal. Not gonna lie. It had Easy's second looking kind of crazy the way Geechee kind of diffused it with a slight rebuttal, and you got to see it. You guys know what I'm talking about. So it's 1-1 going into the third. Make no mistakes about it. I see a lot of people saying Geechee 30. Well, I didn't have it that way, but I had it 1-1 going into the third. Now, Easy goes in his third. It's not hitting. I can't even say the building was tired. It was only 4 battles. You know, like last battle of the night is tough. Crowd's tired. That wasn't the case for this battle. I mean, these battles were running really smooth. Maybe besides the 40-minute lead up to get these niggas on stage. But other than that, I mean, the fans were fine. His third just wasn't hitting. He had a couple lines in there, but they weren't landing in the building, right? And it just seemed like if he don't land a bomb here, it's really set up for Geechee to just have a good round, probably can get out of here with a 2-1 edge. Easy never really landed that bomb in the third round. And it really left the door open for Geechee to just kind of skate to the finish line. He did more than skate it. Geechee had a crazy third round. His round was like fucking 8 minutes long. At least it felt like that. And he started off slow. So maybe a minute and a half in his round, I'm like, all right, this round kind of bullshit. I hope he turned it up. And he did. He got to the back of that round, and I ain't going to hold you. He turned it into an epic round. He was talking in that round. He had personals. He was start getting at Rem a little bit. And I mean, I thought he ran through the finish line in the third round. Kind of sealed a 2-1 clear, in my opinion. It's not debatable from what I saw. Geechee won the last 2 rounds. Easy won the first round. 2-1 Geechee. And I just thought that it was perfect for Geechee to save that round for third because he was scratching and clawing through the battle also. I don't know if he was freestyling. I don't know if it's because the rounds were really long. They both had long rounds. But, I mean, I got to be honest with you. When Geechee started going in that third, he started skating. And I think because he was the last person to go and his round was so good that people were saying 30. I've seen a lot of people saying 30. I'm not a prisoner of the moment. I understood that Geechee's last 2 rounds were good. His third round was great. But that doesn't make me give him a close round in the first. Right? So I had that battle 2-1 Geechee. And this is what I will say about that. Easy's been on a hell of a run for about 2 years now. And, you know, all great runs come to an end. It happens. It doesn't mean Easy's not the algorithm. It doesn't mean Easy isn't a great battler. He's at a level now where he's battling nothing but GOATs. So he has to understand that, right? These wins don't come as easy when you're in the ring with dudes who've been to that level. But that's nothing to stare at his run and act like it didn't happen or taint it at all. He had a great run, and every run comes to an end. It's just how the world works. It's just how entertainment, sports, competitive, anything, it works like that. Right? You get an employee of the month, 6 months straight. Month 7, somebody else might get it. And now the run's over. Doesn't mean that he didn't win 6 straight, but he was going against a 3-time Cody champion. Right? This was a big, mega battle. Now, overall, I didn't even think the battle lived up to the hype. It was not a great battle. Altogether, it wasn't a great battle. The battle was, if you compare it to what we thought, it was kind of mid. But there's still a winner and a loser. Whether the battle lived up to the hype or not is irrelevant. We got to call it how we saw it. And that's how I saw it. I gave it to Big Crip Geechee 2-1. And again, shout out to both them brothers, man. They was up there talking a lot of personal information. Wasn't a whole lot of bars here. A lot of personals, a lot of you said this, your baby mom named this, you did this, and, you know, wasn't the most entertaining battle. But all in all, shout out to them. Kudos to Rem. Rem sat there through it, and, you know, she sat there and she took it. She took whatever, you know, Geechee was saying. Easy got at her a smidget, you know, a little bit here and there, you know. But, you know, the battle didn't all the way live up to the hype. But still, all in all, you know, we got the results, and that's what it was. But what I will say is, all in all, I thought the event was worth the money. Chrome23.com, Rapgrid.com is where you can actually get the pay-per-view. Watch it. It's only 4 battles. You know, and honestly, I thought when you put it all together, even if you don't think some battles were great or you didn't think they lived up to whatever hype, it was worth it. A lot went on last night. Shayna had a great night. C3, First Lady Flames, Clips, A-Ward had some moments, and then we had the grudge match. So all in all, I thought it was worth the money. I thought it was a good event, and I thought it was worth the purchase. I purchased it too, just to watch it back, and I was in the building. Right, Bada, Fly SP, they did the pay-per-view commentary again. It's just a dope night. It was a dope night, but you know that's how I had it. Moving forward, you know, I'd like to see maybe Prestavia versus Shayna, Easy versus Suge is something I'd like to see. I'd like A-Ward to dial back a little bit and enjoy some of the fruits of his labor, relax, right? And, you know, yeah, but it was a good night. Shout out to Chrome 23. I had a good night, and I was pretty excited that I didn't feel like I worked a full 20-hour shift after the event. That was fire. Farrah and Shuni. Farrah and Shuni was on the pay-per-view. They did a hell of a job. Now, I'll tell you what. Shuni's a lot less biased than Farrah. But Farrah don't hide it. Farrah ain't gonna fucking lie. And fuck that. Get that nigga. Fuck him. You go right in that bag. So I love Farrah for that. And I love Shuni for how she is. You know, she's way more transparent. You know what I mean? I got to watch A Ward and Clips with Shuni. We watched that battle together. You know, and we was back and forth. You know what I mean? She was giving both rappers love, critiquing them the right way. She was good. She could be a broadcaster for battle rap. She's good. Shuni's good. Shuni is good as what she does. She understands the bars. She understands what's going on. I think she won Woman of the Year too, so that ain't no fucking surprise. Shout out to Shuni. Shout out to Shooneral. There they go. That's their name. Shout out to Shuni and Farrah. Shout out to Shooneral. They did a great job. Shout out to the ladies. Loved what y'all was doing last night. Now, a little outside that, I wanted to touch on something, let y'all know something. You know, for the near future, I'm going to be dialing back from battle rap a little bit. Just battling myself. I had a long career, y'all, 13, 14 years. I don't want to say the R word and say I'm retiring. Yeah, battle rappers do that a lot. But for me, man, I can say that honestly, I don't have the same yearn to fight anymore. And only certain matchups would get me intrigued to do it. This is what I want to do. I want to get on this channel and I want to bring this content to you guys. And I just think I'm getting close to my time. 14 years. Yes, I'm only 31. I saw Andre Ward go out on a high note. You know what I mean? So I think I want to end on a high note. And that's probably be my focus moving forward. And, you know, I maybe battle once a year, once every other year if the situation presents itself. But this is what I want to do full time. I want to blog. I want to podcast. I want to critique, criticize, compliment. And give these brothers the right type of media they need. That's no knock towards any media. There's more bad media than good media, but there's a lot of good media out here. You know what I mean? I don't want to get to naming names and make anybody feel left out or make anybody feel attacked. A lot of you guys are bad for battle rap, and a lot of you guys are great for battle rap. For me, I want to be that guy who has the credentials to actually speak and belong, right? And that's what I want to bring for the rappers. The rappers, they appreciate that so much more. They know I've been through it with them. You know, a lot of these guys are so yeah. And that's what I want to bring to the game. And just keep bringing a breath of fresh air to battle rap and battle rap media. But this channel is so much more than a battle rap channel, y'all. And you guys are about to fucking see it in the next month. You guys are about to see what this channel is all about. We got fucking plans for you. Shout out to everybody who was here when we had 200 subscribers. Shout out to everybody who's here when we got to 7,000. We're en route to 10,000 right now. Once we get to 10, we're going to get to 15. Once we get to 15, we're going to work to get to 20. Once we get to 20, we're going to try to get to a fucking 100. 100 to a million, right? So that's the goal here at Frozenberg TV, y'all. I got some big announcements to make. Now, I'm going to save that for another block. Frozy.
Big Froze, big Froze. Big Froze, big Froze. Now that you see it, they watch me like they watch the news. We don't do no talking, we know what they